So thanks for coming. Just taking it a little bit easier today on the weekends. Hopefully, it's not quite as awful as a full body workout of lots of push-ups and planking. So with no further, since it's a quick class, with no further distractions, let's begin. Here, I'll give Much one more little treat and then I'll set this up. Okay, ready? Go get it. Yay. All right, you guys. Get out of phase. Thanks for coming, kids. Or if you're doing this later, thanks for doing stretch class later. It's good for your muscles, good for your brains. So we're gonna begin in a child's pose today. Mudge, are you hanging out with us? Maybe? Okay. So go ahead, hop yourself on down on your mat, lengthening out your arms. If you guys need a towel for your head, go ahead and grab a towel. But sitting back onto your hips, and then lengthen your arms out in that child's pose position with the arms stretching right in front of you, lowering the head down, feeling the arms extend, and reaching out with those fingertips. So I want you to keep your head down. I just know you guys can't hear me very well when my head's obviously talking into the mat. So as you're stretching out right now, feel your back round up more and take a really nice big inhale through your nose. So you're still stretching. Take a nice exhale. As you exhale that air out, try to work the fingertips a little bit further in front, like you're just walking the fingertips a tiny bit more towards the top of your mat, relaxing your head, and just holding it there. Big breath in through your nose, puff up your back, feel the shoulders lift up, and then exhale, let it go. One more time. Oh, hi, Mudge. One more time, just like that. Big breath in through your nose, rounding in your spine. And then exhale, let all of that air out, let it go, let it go. And then slowly slide your hands from this position back up underneath where your shoulders are, and then press your hips up into your cat-cow stretch. So palms push down, round up in the spine, feel your back curl up into that C shape. Let the head drop down a little bit, and then release. Let your belly drop, let your butt lift up. Take a second here to push the shoulders back, lift the head. And then we're at one more time, you guys. So round up in the spine, pulling up into that really nice C curve, sending your hips up a little higher, try to pull from your lower back, and then relax on down into that lift where the belly can stretch out, hips can open. Hi, buddy. And just hopefully, Mudge and I have timed this out right. We've been doing this long enough. We're going to go into a down dog next, right, Mudge? That would be so awesome if you actually did it. So tuck your tiptoes under, lift the hips up, push the heels down dog, Mudge. And then you might want to space the feet out a little bit wider so you guys open the hips up a tiny more. Start to nod your chin into your chest. Thanks, buddy. And then let's go into a very exciting hand plank. So I know you guys it's a stretch class, but I want you to get in one hand plank. Just open up from here. So press the palms down. Open the feet a little bit wider. Now, this is like one of the only few times I'm going to have you guys is drop the hips down. Feel the stretch in your lower back. Lift your head up. And then extend round a little bit more in your spine, lifting up. So you're in that nice flat back now. Let's go ahead, drop the hips all the way down now. So you're going to lengthen out and stretch the knees, extend back. The arms are going to extend out in front of you. Reach the arms out in front and just stretch out. So feel the arms extend, feel your legs lengthen. Take a big breath in so your head is dropped down right now. And then as you exhale that air out, slide the hands back up and press into your cobra stretch or that swan stretch. Whatever you want to call it. Don't get caught up on the names, you guys. Just open up the chest, push the shoulders down. Nice inhale, nice exhale. Lower yourself back down, slide the palms back under, lift yourself back up into your plank position, and then start to walk the hands back towards those tiptoes for your forward fold stretch. You're just walking on back. If you're really, really tight, soften the knees a little bit, bend your knees, and then we're going to round up vertebra by vertebra. So you're rolling up through the spinal cord, lengthen up, stretch, stretch, stretch. Exhale, let the arms sweep down. And then I'm going to flip to face you guys. Actually, flip. Let's all go onto our knees here. So bring yourself, after you've extended down, onto your knees. So you are now kneeling in this position. Sitting your hips back onto where your heels are. Take the arms back up overhead. Stretch. And now exhale. Let one of your arms pull over from where that shoulder is. As you're gripping on the inside of that wrist, just stretch out from the back of that shoulder. So right now, sitting like this, we're getting the quads to stretch out. And if you guys want to make it a little extra for your feet, you can push the toes here. You don't have to. Whatever's going to feel good this afternoon. And then extend. That arm, reach it up, and then other arm, take it over. And go ahead and stretch. So you're just extending out, feeling the torso. Lengthen from here, lengthen from the back of that shoulder. And breathe. Open up the chin, a little higher. Open up the collarbone. Nice breath in, nice breath out. Lengthen here. Now you guys stretch the arms really, really high up. Look towards your fingertips, stretch. Lower your head back down. Clasp your hands like this, and then drop the chin down. And then lengthen, lift back up again. Lift, lift, lift. And then lower the chin. Try to pull the arms back. So as you're doing this one right here, I want you to think somebody's standing behind you. They're pulling your arms back as your head drops down. And then lift back up again. One more time, you guys. So stretch it. Lower, pull, pull, pull. And I'll face you in this way. And then release it on down. Flip so your palms are now here. Stretch. Pull the arms in here. Big breath in. Big breath out. One more time. Sit up taller. Pull the arms in. Lengthen and stretch out. And now take the hands back behind you. So clasp behind your head. We're going to go in that chest stretch. So pulling in from here. And then open, expand the chest, expand the collarbone. 2 more like that. So pulling in. And then extend. So that scapular movement, you're pulling in. So the shoulder blades are now extending, like you're rounding in your back just a little bit. And then open, extend, lengthen out. One more time. And then open and extend it. And then drop the hands back behind you. Try to clasp onto your hands in the same way. So we're getting the wrist to stretch out too. And if you're like, no, that does not feel good for my wrists, you guys just grab onto one side and then start to drop forward into a stretch. So what we're working to do is hopefully release some of that tension up in the shoulders, up in the neck. Dropping the chin down. Maybe you can go a little bit further on it today. Or maybe you can't, and that's okay too. Just doing your best right here. 5 more seconds. In 4. In 3. We're off of the knees. In 2. And 1. So come on down to a seated position. Open up the knees out wide to your butterfly stretch. Push the soles of your feet together. Take a second to shake out all that stuff up here, and we're going to now take one hand, pick whatever knee you guys want to, and then press down on it lightly. So if your hips are really tight, which I know a lot of you guys have tight hips, try to be easy. Just think little pressure open, and then release it back in. So I don't want you to think of the ballistic stretching, which is like a push-push, like trying to go hard onto to open up the hips. Just a little bit of light pressure, and then let the hip open back up. We got 2 more seconds, or just 2 more pressurized pushes down. And then do 1 more time. Good. And the knee that you are now pushing, I want you to keep that knee bent. Take the other leg that's pulled in, extend it, lengthen it out. Actually, it's okay. And then start to pull. I don't know why he's weird that one. Pull the heel on that knee that's bent closer in towards you. Relax the stuff up here. Take one of your arms, reach up. Feel that stretch on that side of your torso, and then take that arm down, place it behind that knee that's bent, and then lengthen up other side. And now we're going to forward fold onto the leg that's lengthened out. So stretch that arm up, try to meet that other arm, stretch up through the torso, twist, and then extend it on down as best you can to reach for that toe. Maybe you can soften this knee a little bit, maybe you got to wiggle the toes here. You can actually grab this foot, that's fantastic. If you're just kind of reaching here, just give yourself credit for trying to get into it. And then maybe you can pull back in that flex, so find the flexion on that heel, and then the point. Are you judging my stretches? Wrong. He's like, your stretches are terrible. Nudge. Twist a little more, you guys. That's it. Do you want to help me? What's up? I have no treats, buddy. You have 5 more seconds. Nudge does not like the stretch. In 4, we're going to pull this foot in to meet the other foot. In 3, 2, and 1. So sit up tall, meet that heel, pull it on in. And then take a second again, relax the shoulders, bringing now that opposite hand down onto the knee to open up and press. Hi. So just a little bit of light pressure here. I know you guys can't see me, Mudge is worried. He's like, I know it all hurts. Honestly, guys, I mean, stretching is important. Was one of the worst instructors, shouldn't even admit this, for stretching, because I'd always be like in class, like, I want you guys to like get the workout, especially after spin. It's really important to do the stretching after cycling, running. So hopefully, I mean, it's hard to force yourself to do anything, but hopefully if you're using, I don't know, you're motivated to do this at home, I'm very proud of you. It's important. Like letting those muscles get stronger and then opening up. It's good for them. Do 1 more little pressurized push down, and then extend that opposite leg out. And then, just reach away from where that hip is. Try to sit up a little bit taller if you can. Big breath in, big breath out. And now extend that arm, reach it up overhead. Feel that stretch from torso again. And then exhale, let it go. The breath is important too. Is that big breath in, big breath out. Open up, feel that side of your torso, reach, reach, reach. And then we're gonna extend and do that forward fold over on that side where the leg is lengthened out. So reaching back up towards the ceiling, both arms extend, lengthen, twist, so you're rotating through in the torso, and then do your best to drop it on down into that very exciting forward fold. Maybe you can pull that heel in a little bit closer into your inner thigh. Buddy, what you do? Maybe you can twist a little bit more of your back. So where I won't be able to feel this one, in your lower back where you're twisting through, you're gonna get that pull. I also want you to think this hip is still working to open up, and then you're stretching through on this hamstring. So maybe if you're not feeling it, you can flex the toe back. Even if you can't touch that foot, you just pull the toe back anyways, and then extend to that point. And then do that just one more time or two more times. Breathing as you do it. And then we're going to get ready to pull both of the legs in together and do a forward fold stretch, which I know is nobody's favorite, but we're doing it anyways. Flexibility is good. Yeah. You're being so weird today. All right, guys, let's pull that heel all the way back in, extend into your butterfly one more time. And now we don't have to put pressure or anything. Just start to push the soles of your feet in together and do a little side to side, almost like a little wobble, opening up the heels, or open up the hips, pushing the heels in. And then we're going to extend and stretch the legs straight out in front of us. So I'm going to switch to face this way because we're going to go into some other work. But you guys just lengthen the legs out in front of you. Wiggle the tiptoes again. Take a big breath in. Extend the arms up. Reach up nice and tall, nice and tall. And then exhale, forward fold, sweep the arms out wide. And then round your spine. So extending forward. Trying to do your best to pull into that forward fold stretch. And just being nice to yourself for however far down that you can go. So if you're really tight in your back and you're like here, that's okay. If you're able to maybe drop it down a couple more inches now, when we hold these stretches, the longer you're in them, typically the muscles will start to release, and then you can go a little bit deeper on it. That's fantastic. Point through the tops of your feet. Mudgy, you want to point out? Here, be my guide. Come here. Can you show where the feet are? No? All right. So you guys, just point the toes that way down. The tops of those feet stretch. And then extend, lift up into that flex, pull back, and try to make it, it's going to feel a little bit not fun, but pull back a little bit. You guys get the hamstrings to feel, get the calf muscles to feel that pull back. For 5 more seconds. For 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Relax the feet, sit up tall again, check out the shoulders, take the arms, reach them up overhead, stretch. And now exhale the arms back down, but instead of doing the forward fold, pick whatever leg y'all want to, pull it over on the inside of that opposite knee, and then push on the elbow to twist through your spine so you're rotating in the spine as you get that nice twist and you're just holding it. So pulling back from that shoulder, so the hand that's down right now, you guys try to twist it a little bit more if you're able to. Bringing out your back a little bit. Wiggle the toes. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back to your center position. Stretch that leg out. We're going to do a center forward fold again, so reach up overhead. Big breath in, big breath out. Open the arms out and then try to round down your spine a little bit more. So if you're sleeping funky and weird and all that stuff in here, just try to relax it down. Relax the forehead down a little bit and just round the spine. The lower back round up and try to hold. A couple more seconds here. Take the toes as you're pointing them if you can. Try to point a little bit more if you've got the ability to push on the tops of your feet, go stretch the tops of the feet, and then pull back into that flex. And then pull back on the hamstrings. It's just for 5 more seconds. For 4, maybe you can bend the elbows down. For 3, 2, and 1. Sit up tall, reach the arms up, lengthen out, stretch. Drop the hands down, and now bring that foot, cross it on over so it's not on the other side, and then we're going to twist. I already did that side. Sorry, bud. Just make sure you're going to do the same side twice. So twist and open on that side of your torso, leg is lengthening. Reggie, if you sit, I will give you a treat and then I will let you go. Yeah? You gotta sit first. You guys just feel that nice ringing out of your back. Sit. Please sit. Please. All your friends are watching you and not sit. You know how to sit. A little more, you guys. 10 more seconds. Just twist. Nudge. Sit. Sit. Good boy. Yay! Alright guys, there's 2. There's 1. Twist it back, center. One more time. I'm going to get you a treat. You did a good job. Reach up, overhead, stretch. And then now dive forward, so round down, and then hold Cat stretch as I get Mudge his treat for sitting for 2 seconds. Good job, buddy. Alright, Mudge is out. You guys keep holding the stretch. Good. Go get it. Yay. In 3, we're going to come on down to the laying down position. In 2, and 1. So scooch yourself up so you guys have room to extend your arms back and you can actually still be on your mat. Lengthen the arms out, lengthen the legs out, and then just chill for a sec. Take the arms, open them up a little bit wider. So instead of doing that full reach stretch, I want you to open the arms. Think like elbows out wide to the sides of your mat. Fingertips are open, palms are open. Take a big breath in. Fill up your lungs, fill up your ribcage, and then exhale, let it go. We've got 3 more like that. So big breath in through your nose. Puff up the chest. Exhale, let it go. Don't worry about your back. If you're arched on this, if you have a neutral spine, that's fantastic. That's what I want for you. Big breath in. Exhale, let it out through your mouth. Audible exhale. One more time, you guys. Big breath in through your nose. And then exhale, let all that air, all that tension, let it go. Good. Now extend yourself. Taking those feet now, extending into that bent position, right knee, bent position, left knee. You can take the hands by your sides if you guys want, and then just gently let the hips drop to one side. So as you're dropping down to one side, the knees are going to stack, and you're stretching through that side of your torso. Just hold it for a count. Maybe you want to take the hands wide. You can. I like to keep my hands kind of here. Or you can put pressure, but you're stretching on this part of that hip. Big inhale, big exhale. Maybe the knees can drop a little bit more. Maybe you need to not stack the knees. Whatever's going to feel good, do it. And then we'll go up and over the other side in 3, 2, 1. So pull back up center. Maybe reset the feet a second. Reset the shoulders. And then gently allow the hips to open and drop to one side and get that good stretch, that side of your torso. It's like your spinal twist stretch. So if you're wanting to reach that opposite arm out, you can do that. You can also, hopefully, I'm getting you guys to feel that stretch at the top of that quad too. So as that knee drops down, try to feel that reach as you're being pulled away on that hip. And if you're not, mess with it. Like, you guys, that knee can drop forward, it can drop to the side. Just so you're getting in through that part of your body for another second or 2. Big breath in, big breath out. You got 5 more counts on this one. In 4, we'll pull into a happy baby. In 3, 2, and 1. So gently bring yourself back up into your center position. Pull the right knee into your chest. Give yourself a nice little hug. Switch. Pull the left knee in. Little hug. And then pull both of your knees in. So you're hugging the knees in. And then rock side to side. So you're getting your lower back to feel a little bit nicer as we then go into our happy baby, where the elbows are going to come onto the insides of your knees. Your feet will flex up towards the sky, towards the ceiling, and then rock side to side. So as y'all are doing this little side-to-side rock, push, if you can, on the insides of your knees with those elbows to open up the hips. Almost like you're prying your hips apart a little bit more, feeling the inner thighs, stretching in through the groin, and your lower back is getting that really nice rock out, that little massage side to side. You got a couple more seconds right here. Just breathe. Here's your 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Connect the soles of your feet together just like we did on that butterfly stretch, and then do that little rock side to side. It's not quite as big, but trying to push through your feet for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now meld the knees back in together. Give yourself a hug, and this is where we're going to rock like a ball. So I want you to think of your spine really nicely, like going onto your mat, to go all the way up from the shoulders and then to the tailbone. If you do not come up to that seated position without the help of your hands, that's okay, you guys. But just rounding up, and if your mat is not super squishy and this does not feel good, just pop it on up now, but we're just going for another 2 seconds. And sit up tall, 1 more. And then extend yourself on out. And then once you guys have extended yourself on out, open up your feet. No, thanks, you guys. Open up the feet nice and wide. Wiggle the tiptoes. Take a big breath in. Reach the arms up overhead, stretch. And now exhale, forward fold, trying to sink a little bit more forward. So if you want to walk the hands out, if you're not like in the full reach, just walk the hands out here and try to chill. As you're opening up the hips, you're feeling hopefully the inner thigh. You can even drop the elbows if you want to. And if this is not feeling good, you guys just do the best you can to kind of walk it out. Maybe relax the feet, relax the shoulders. It's just a couple more seconds to open up the hips. Doing your best. Thanking yourselves for just moving your body. That sometimes helps just get stuff flowing. You'll feel better. Here's your 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit up nice and tall. Last inhale, last exhale. Big breath in, reach up overhead stretch. And then exhale, let it go. That's it, you guys. Thanks for coming to your quick, less than 20-minute stretch class.